Assalamualaikum sir, my name is Muhammad Aiman bin Muhammad Yuri and my Matric number is 280752. Now I will present my final assignment for the Laravel on web engineering. As you can see here, when I first log in, as you can see into the Laravel, this is the landing page for my tutor. As you can see here, this is this is all of the content for the my tutor. So I just content like visit the place in the world, getting a job, or just looking for a way to practice your programming skill. This is the perfect place for you. And now this is all the content that is going to describe what is my tutor. So you can see here, going down, get quality feedback, and we can also start eliminating ability. This is just an example that introduce the my tutor to the user. So this is all just design, and if the user step, if one get started, and they will turn back to this get started, and they will lead to register page. As you can see here, if you go back, it will lead to register page. Same as go as to this button. If they want to register, they can go to the button. Now I will explain about the registration. So as you can see, if I go with Mohammad, and let's say if I go with the input and is from Malaysia, and if you register, a pop-up will say that registration was successful, and it will lead back to the landing page. So if you want to see at the tutors data in the head is equal, so you can see here, Mohammad Sulaiman, the one that we made, has been entered successfully into the database with their names, email, phone, address, state, and lastly the password. So you said I'm still sick. Yeah. So now we go to the login. I will explain about the login. Now, if we go to the login, this is the login page. So if so they can only enter only the the user that has registered only. Let's say if they mistype a password or something, it will redirect back to the login page, which indicate that which indicates that it has the wrong name or syntax, so therefore they cannot enter. So let's say we go database, so we log in. As you can see here, it is success. Now, as you can see, this is the subject list that is available in the database. So this is some example that I did test on the database. So if you look at the subject list, this is the subject list, subject ID, subject title, subject description, subject price, subject link hours. It's been displayed here. So let's say if the tutor user wanted to add a new subject. So let's say they want to do introduction to web programming and some description, and the price is maybe we go like 400, and the learning hours maybe like 45. So we register. If they want to register, let's register, and the server will say that it is success, which means that the subject name for the introduction web programming has been entered into the database. As we look here, the number auto increment seems a little bit outside because I did test a database and I delete one of the database. So for the auto increment, it just came back to the latest user's number subject ID. So as you can see, so which means that the subject ID that the number 2 was deleted, so they just go proceed with the next ID in the database, and I didn't know how to rechange it since it is not SQL, so I don't know. So as you can see here, this is the list that is available within the database for the subject. So let's say if the user wanted to change anything in the description, maybe let's say we go with price. We want to update. I use the blue so that they make a little bit more colorful. So it could like they wanted to change the linear hour by mistake or something, they can just update. So it is update 220. Anything if they want to change the price also, maybe like 225 or maybe for new upcoming student or something, they update. And oh my bad, 225. So they update. So as you can see here, we reload. So it has been updated as the latest that we have updated within the web, and it has been updated into the database. Now let's say if we want to delete, so let's say we delete this introduction to web programming, or maybe we go with this. So the server will say if we want to delete it, yes. So delete, so it is show that only this available. So if you can look at the database, the programming 201 has been gone, and they will resume. If the user wanted to add a new subject, they will resume to the latest subject ID. So let's say we go back. So let's say we go with 300 and we go with 35 hours. Success. So we will go with the latest subject ID, and this is the data that will be shown, and it will update it into the database. And that is how you do the registration process. Now if the user done with the if they're done with the new subject, they can just log out. And that is all for my presentation. Thank you.